Hi, welcome back to a really simple, delicious recipe, nice and vegetarian, Gujarati inspired. We're going to be making fenugreek leaf and gram fritters. So, what we have here is a nice bowl of fresh fenugreek that I've taken off the long stalks. You can throw them in the bin. And here are the best of the tips, if you like. It's been washed. A little bit of coriander. Nice mix. Get about 5 green chopped chilies, nice and thin. I do them with scissors. We've got just over 2 cups of gram flour, chickpea flour, garbanzo bean flour, or besan, all the same thing. Chickpeas floured, and I've sieved it so it's really smooth and free from lumps. Powdered spices, nice and easy here. Half a teaspoon of black mustard seed, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin seed, and this here, let's get a close up. This is coriander seed, and I've just ground it so it's pretty coarse. Yeah, it's really good to get some texture into this, and it smells very perfumey, really great. So about 1.5 teaspoons of that. So let's get cooking. Or should I say mixing. That's all we do. Tip our whole and powdered spices into the gram flour. I'm just going to put some water on that and make a really a paste. So I've just mixed those ingredients into quite a stiff paste. Don't worry if you add a bit too much water, you can just add a little bit more gram flour. So, green chilies in. And what I want to do, sorry, a little bit of a mistake there, I just want to break it up with my hands a little bit. I don't want the full leaves in there, just coarsely cut, that's where you get the flavour. When it's coarsely chopped like that, and torn rather than cut with a knife. So, I'll come back after I've given that a nice mix. It's all well mixed, nice and rustic. Then what I do, once all the ingredients are mixed up, I put some more gram flour, because remember, we've got to shape this into balls, so it's got to be quite firm. So, give me a moment, we'll come back. So I've sifted some more gram flour in, about another 1/2 cup, and this is definitely going to dry it out so it can be shaped. So I'm just going to give that a good stir. So we get a pan of oil, a couple of cups of oil, and it's a good time to let your dough rest. Dough mixture, and what will happen? Everything will mix up and it'll settle. And it's always a good idea to leave those types of concoctions for about 10 minutes, just for resting. So we're going to heat that up. We'll come back and I'll show you 1 or 2 tips about how I shape balls as well. Pardon the pun. Okay, we'll come back in a moment. So excuse the mess. So what I do is get a bowl of water, wet your hands so it won't stick, and then we want balls about that big. It's good to do it live, so you can't make your balls first, and it's as easy as that. So when would you eat these? You can eat them anytime you want. You can have them as a starter, you can have them with the meal, you can have them on a picnic. Really easy to make. Let's get a shot of that. See, when it sticks to your hand, just clean your hands again, and then a bit more water. Don't want to put too many in at a time, it'll reduce the temperature of the oil. And we'll come back in a moment and get a nice shot of those frying off. So this is the first batch now. It's good to have your oil hot at first and then turn it down to a medium high. You don't want it too hot, or it'll cause burning. And you want it to be cooked right through, even though they are small. So that's it really. Drain on some tissue paper. Goes well with yogurt raita, you know, a dip of your choice, and as simple as that. Nice change to onion barges. It's a shame that onion barges are so popular, but yet there are so many different variations of similar dishes. So that's the end of the video. The screenshot is what they all look like when they're cooked. So cook them evenly. So thanks for watching. Bon appetit.